My name is Alan Rosenthal and I've always been fascinated by the simplicity of one-pot cooking. 3 cookbooks in, and my real passion is creating delicious, simple recipes which can be put together in just one pot. In this masterclass, I'm going to show you some of my favourite recipes from my cookbook, Foolproof One Pot. So let's get on with it. Okay, I am cooking my Spanish rice with chicken and prawns. This is a take on obviously a classic paella. Technically speaking, I can't call it a paella because it has chorizo and various ingredients. So technically a paella is a very simple recipe from Catalonia, and although this is similar, I can't call it a paella. So I'm trying to be politically correct. So this is why it's called my baked Spanish rice with chicken and prawns. It's a simple recipe, it's foolproof because there's no risk of it burning on the base, so that's why I get you to cook it in the oven. But the first step you need to do is to brown off some chicken thighs. So you need a pan around 30 centimeters wide for this recipe that obviously can go on the hob and go in the oven. So nothing with plastic handles, it needs to be an oven-proof dish. So I've put 2 tablespoons of olive oil into my pan. Now I'm using extra virgin olive oil, which is fine. We're not taking it up to such a high heat that it could potentially burn. So olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is fine to go in at this stage. I'm just going to turn my heat down very slightly. It's quite a strong flame, this one. Just swirl it around in the pan. Now the thing to do with chicken, with browning chicken thighs, is get your oil nice and hot, and then it's really important not to move the chicken around too much, because that's going to encourage lots of good browning and caramelization. The more you move chicken or other meats when you're browning them, the more moisture and evaporation it's going to cause, and lots of steam, and that prevents things from browning. So this is just coming up to heat. So I'm just going to give my hands a little wash because they've got raw chicken on them. So these thighs are going to cook, normally when you're doing it at home, these will cook for 7 minutes, and at 7 minutes the skin will be lovely and brown and crisp. So you're trying to render, which means to melt the fat underneath the skin and brown the skin itself. You don't want to have it too dark because that means it's burnt. So it's about moderating the temperature, just getting the temperature right so it gets lovely and crisp and golden brown on the outside and all that fat underneath is being rendered. Now obviously this is a video for you today, so I'm not going to show you the whole recipe all the way through. We're going to cut some corners just so that you can get on with cooking it yourself. The chicken, once it's browned on one side, really needs to have this look and feel to it. So lovely and golden, and if you were to push it, you'd hear the crack. You'd feel the skin just cracking because it's so crispy. So as I said, that will take 7 minutes or so, and then you'd flip the chicken's thighs over and then cook the meat side for a minute or 2 as well. So we're just going to do this a little bit faster than you would at home. So you can see I haven't quite got the colour that's required on here, but that's what you would make sure you do at home. So we'll just put those on to one side. Unfortunately, it does splash quite a bit, so you'll have to watch your kitchen. Once the chicken is out, I'm going to add some onion, some red pepper, chili flakes, and some bay leaves, 2 bay leaves. Just turning that temperature down slightly. And this isn't about really fast cooking. This is quite gentle, medium heat until the vegetables soften and the onions turn transparent. So we're not trying to cook it the whole way through, because obviously it's going to cook in the oven a little bit later too. Now this is another stage that we're just speeding up. So normally you'd cook this for probably 5 to 6 minutes, thereabouts, just until the onions have that lovely translucent look about them. They're starting to cook down and the peppers are getting soft. but we just want to move things forward quicker for you so you can move on quickly at home. So here I've got some chorizo which goes in, and some garlic, some grated garlic. And you want to cook the chorizo in those other ingredients for a few minutes, just until the oils begin to release. And then after a couple of minutes, again, we're just moving through quite quickly here, some smoked paprika goes in. That's that lovely Spanish smoky paprika, which makes you think of Spain, and some saffron strands. So saffron will give it a lovely floral note, and obviously that colour, a beautiful, slightly yellowy colour, but wonderful, wonderful flavour and aroma. And they cook like that for just a minute or so before we add some chopped tomatoes. So that's 200 grams of chopped tomatoes. And just imagine this has been cooking for a couple of minutes. The tomatoes start reducing and thickening. Then I'm going to add some stock. This is chicken stock. And some paella rice. So paella rice is similar to arborio. It's a short grain, lots of starch in there, so that gives your paella a lovely consistency. And then I'm going to put a squeeze of lemon in as well. There you go. It's a good idea to season it up as well with a little bit of salt and black pepper. So the oven is set at 200 degrees Celsius, if 180 degrees if you're a fan oven. The chicken, the browned chicken, the ones that we did earlier, are just going to be pushed gently onto the paella like this, and then the whole lot goes in the oven for around 25 minutes. And then after 25 minutes, what we then do is add some prawns onto the top of the paella with some of these peas, and then it just goes back into the oven really simply for 10 minutes or so, just until those prawns are fully cooked. We have, luckily, a paella that has, or I should say Spanish baked rice, that has been cooking all the while. So I'm going to take that out from the oven now. Here we go. So as you can see, the prawns went on about 10 minutes ago. It went back into the oven with the peas, and that just finished cooking through. And then the last thing to do with the paella is purely sprinkle over some chopped parsley, and then also decorate it with some little lemon wedges or slices. So there we have it. This is my baked Spanish rice with chicken and prawns. Hope you enjoy it.